Hello, this is Vicki LaRoe with Create and Adorn. Thank you for selecting this video. This is a little different video than I normally do. I just wanted to make a short sneak peek of a online consignment sale that I had premiering on my website this week. And I wanted to be able to share some of the very cool pieces that are going to be up soon. For anyone not familiar, I used to own a big, beautiful bead store for close to 3 decades that carried tons of beautiful gemstones and pearls and findings and beads from all over the world. I traveled to buy product. And so many of my longtime customers have also amassed quite a collection over that time. And so occasionally they'll reach out to me if they've chosen to declutter or sort through and find things they're not using, or sometimes it can be an estate sale, so sometimes a family reaches out to me after someone has passed. That's not the case here, but it's a nice option for a family because, as you know, these beads, these kinds of collections have quite a value, and so it breaks my heart if someone doesn't know that, after someone has passed. But sometimes after many years, these have been living in bags or drawers or organizers, and we haven't seen them in years, right? And so I have always told customers beads don't go bad, which they do not, and especially the beads that I've sold only increase in value over time. And so this is a really, I think, a nice option for the consignee to reach out once they have kind of a collection, and then I can offer it to my audience because I have the right customer to purchase it, because they know the materials, they know the value, they trust me, and so it really moves on to someone that can enjoy and appreciate the quality of the product, and the consignee gets closer to the value than they would if they were trying to sell it elsewhere. So I think it's a win-win. And for my buying customers, I normally will price these. I'll use the retail of when I sold them, which means they've increased in value. And so the price has definitely gone up since the time that someone purchased it from me. But I start with that retail price because that's what I know. And then I normally discount it at least 50%, sometimes 60%. And so the buying customer is getting quite a deal. So not only are you getting quite a discount, but you're also able to really buy these special pieces that are not available anymore. So it's, like I said, it's a great win-win. So I want to just share what some of these are, and I do plan on having the sale up hopefully by Tuesday, Wednesday latest. I will definitely send out an email, of course, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff as soon as it's up. If you're not on our email list, you can go to createandadorn.com and sign up on the front page. And let's get into it. So I put the beads into groupings because this is the first time I've done a consignment online. And as much as I would love to offer these like gorgeous coral and turquoise and lapis inlaid brass beads individually because they are so valuable, it's just not practical because it's online. So I put them into groupings of either similar materials, or like this is all sodalite, these are all shell, so these are brass, or I put it in a grouping where it all goes together, like a little mix of carnelian. It has a strand and some pendants and things. So I made several groupings, and there's probably about a total of close to 50 different either groupings or items that'll be available on the sale. And because they're all so unusual, a lot of these are from my shop, but a lot of it is not as well. She traveled all over the world, and so many of these are really special pieces that, again, you couldn't find anywhere else. So like I mentioned, I did a little mix of the sodalite here. Sodalite's not a terribly valuable stone, but it is really beautiful. So the retail on this little group is probably close to $40, so its sale price is around $20. This azurite, so beautiful. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it in the light, but also get it close up. But there's several strands of the azurite here that is a little more valuable. I think it's probably the same thing though, probably around $40 for that mix, so it's 18 or 20. This abalone shell is just gorgeous. That's a little dyed mother of pearl, and that's another beautiful shell strand that's just gorgeous. I did a couple groups. These are pendants, so the hole is drilled at the top of the stone. This beautiful mookaite pendants in amber and sodalite. These are some gorgeous pieces. So I did that as a group, and then these are beads that are drilled all the way through, right? So you can use as a larger bead as a pendant. There's Chinese and Tibetan turquoise and this Danderite opal, and some really beautiful pieces. I love this set of I Ching coins. Oh, we used to sell these when we first opened. They make such gorgeous pendants. And there's that little cute strand. So beautiful. And they're not terribly expensive. I think that the retail on that whole group's around $70, so it's like less than, it's around $30, maybe a little bit less. I do have some pieces that are offered individually. Well, this is like a little group of the abalone, right? Like I mentioned, abalone is a very expensive shell. I mean, it's not only gorgeous, but because they have to cut quite deep into the shell to get that beautiful piece. And so oftentimes you'll find it quite thin, right? But this one's very thick, that with a sterling bale, which is really lovely. And so there's several of those pendants, and then she has this really cute little whale pin. So that's about $100 group. That is going to be about $45 on the website, so that's a great deal. I love this abalone piece. Again, I'm trying to keep it in the light, and then I'm trying to show you. But it's a beautiful cut of abalone with sterling bales on the sides. I sold this to her. It was around $50 when I sold it to her, so it will be on sale for about $24. There's this big Venetian beads. This is a carved bone bangle that was also, I think, around $50 when she bought it from me, or $60. So again, so about half that. I love this brass bead. It's just stunning. I don't know if you can tell, but it has like a little etched fish on there, and then it's kind of wavy. I mean, kind of picture this long with like a cord and then a tassel. Oh, I love this piece. And brass is not expensive, so I think this is also around $20. Also, this pendant, if you don't see this up, it's because I kept it. I love it. This is from India that I purchased. It's antique. It was antique when I bought it. It's all sterling, and then is inlaid with etched, you can't really see it, etched agate, turquoise, and antique coral. And this has definitely gone up a lot in value, but my best guess was that it was probably around $70, $75, $85 when she bought it from me. So it will be on sale for around $40, $45. What else do I want to share? If you loved, do you remember the blue and white Chinese porcelain? I love this stuff. That's a great little mix there that's not expensive. And then I've done like some bigger groupings of like the bone. All these hand painted bone beads I had, and these carved ones are so gorgeous. Right, these were like $12, $14, $15 a piece, right, when I had them. So this whole little group, and then she definitely had these in strands that are now in bags. So if it went with the mix, I just threw it in. So, a little fish. So this whole group, I think the retail on it was, again, around 140 or so. So it's up, I think, for 65. There's some groups of some wood beads and howlite, and even this tray of finished necklaces, right? I used to sell a bunch of these too that I bring home from India that I'm sure she bought to take apart, that because they have these great cones. This one has this great long silver bead that I love on it. This one is a beautiful pendant. So I threw these all, together in a grouping. I think they're going to be really fun. What else? There's this beautiful cinnabar. I miss cinnabar. I love it so much. It's so lightweight, just beautiful. It's cabochons. So just a gorgeous mix. And again, this is not everything. There's plenty more that is going to be up on the website. Did I do these already? These beautiful inlaid pieces. Right, they're inlaid copper and turquoise and brass. This one is sterling. Right, these were extremely expensive. They're about $20 a bead at the time. Same thing, I think that little group is around $150 retail, and so I think around $65 or so on the sale. So insane, incredible prices. The shipping is, of course, free with any purchase over $20. There will be several things. I've some individual glass strands that are like $5 and things also on there. So there's quite a few pieces for me to put up on the website for you to take advantage of this special sale and say Merry Christmas to you. And I think that is about it. Thank you for sharing and checking these out. I will have pictures, of course, of everything up on the website when it's up and ready to go. And like I said, there's only, of course, one of each group, so you'll want to get in there and snag them fast. It's a beautiful, beautiful collection of really, really special pieces. So thank you for watching, and I'll let you know when they're up and ready to go. And until then, sparkle brightly like the star that you are. Peace.